Hey kids, my name is Captain Columbus. You probably know me as one of the world's most famous time travelers. Today, I want to introduce my new interactive cooking show, A Time Traveler's Guide to Past Delicacies. Yes, you see, the life of a time traveler is not just about temporal paradoxes and accidental affairs with dead ancestors. Sometimes we have the opportunity to immerse ourselves in the cultures of the past and discover wonderful dishes that have long since been lost. So let's get cooking. My assistant, Big Finger, will guide you to our hors d'oeuvre.
Tamales. What a tremendous piece of history. You can find them as early as 9,000 years BC. Everyone was eating them. The Mayans, the Aztecs, the Toltecs, you name it. They were wolfing down tamales as if there was no tomorrow. And for many of them, there wasn't. When Captain Columbus made his first trip to Tenochtitlan, it was right after Hernan Cortez freed the place from the tyranny of the old gods. Back then, people were putting all types of shit in their tamales, flamingos, axolotls, even some human meat. Let me tell you, our conquistadors, they were quite disgusted by that stuff. But what do you know? Very soon, everyone was eating tamales, even over people of Europe. Of course, now you can find your bland tamales all over the
Hey kids, my name is Captain Columbus. You probably know me as one of the world's most famous time travelers. Today, I want to introduce my new interactive cooking show, A Time Traveler's Guide to Past Delicacies. Yes, you see, the life of a time traveler is not just about temporal paradoxes and accidental affairs with dead ancestors. Sometimes we have the opportunity to immerse ourselves in the cultures of the past and discover wonderful dishes that have long since been lost. So let's get cooking. My assistant, Big Finger, will guide you to our hors d'oeuvre.
Tamales. What a tremendous piece of history. You can find them as early as 9,000 years BC. Everyone was eating them. The Mayans, the Aztecs, the Toltecs, you name it. They were wolfing down tamales as if there was no tomorrow. And for many of them, there wasn't. When Captain Columbus made his first trip to Tenochtitlan, it was right after Hernan Cortez freed the place from the tyranny of the old gods. Back then, people were putting all types of shit in their tamales, flamingos, axolotls, even some human meat. Let me tell you, our conquistadors, they were quite disgusted by that stuff. But what do you know? Very soon, everyone was eating tamales, even over people of Europe. Of course, now you can find your bland tamales all over the world, from New York to Beijing. But get me to any this. No tamales would ever taste better than the one Cortez and his men ate looking down at the doomed splendor of the Mesoamerican civilization.
Oh, that's our training program. I don't know what it now. Sorry. Don't panic. I will fix it and we'll get back to cooking. Hi kids, my name is Captain Columbus. You probably know me as one of the world's most famous time travelers. Today, I want to introduce my new interactive cooking show, A Time Traveler's Guide to Past Delicacies. Yes, you see, the life of a time traveler is not just about temporal paradoxes and accidental affairs with dead ancestors. Sometimes we have the opportunity to immerse ourselves in the cultures of the past and discover wonderful dishes that have long since been lost. So let's get cooking. My assistant, Big will guide you to our order.
Tamales. What a tremendous piece of history. You can find them as early as 9,000 years BC. Everyone was eating them. The Mayans, the Aztecs, the Toltecs, you name it. They were wolfing down tamales as if there was no tomorrow. And for many of them, there wasn't. When Captain Columbus made his first trip to Tenochtitlan, it was right after Hernan Cortez freed the place from the tyranny of the old gods. Back then, people were putting all types of shit in their tamales. Flamingos, axolotls, even some human meat. Let me tell you, our conquistadors, they were quite disgusted by that stuff. But what do you know? Very soon, everyone was eating tamales, even all what people were full of. Of course, now you can find your bland tamales all over the world, from New York to Beijing. But let me tell you this, no tamales would ever taste better than the one Cortez and his men ate looking down at the doomed splendor of the Mesoamerican civilization.
Oh, that's our training program. I don't know what it now. Sorry. Don't panic. I will fix it and we'll get back to cooking very soon. In the meantime, just relax. Hey, but again, you made it. Isn't that it? If so, please share, subscribe, and give me a 5-star rating. It's good coffee. Yeah, very good coffee. Anyway, thank you for the rating. And did you ever wonder how it feels like to travel back in time and get to discover some awesome dishes of the past? Like you, because we developed some new type of simulation that will allow you to experience time travel at home. Yeah. So, are you ready to dive headfirst into the new course of history, the dawn of man, the primordial orgy of civilization? Then just follow me to the stone. Archaeologists will tell sorry, excuse me. Anyway, did you like it? I admit it can feel awkward sometimes. Going to the past, stealing some recipes, but keep in mind, the past, by definition, has already happened. So it's totally fine to profit from it. Captain Columbus visited the Caribbean sometime around the second half of the 19th century. Back then, the British had already abolished slavery, which came with some complications. Who was going to work the plantations? So the British thought, let's just invite our friends from India. Yes, and so they did. Gave the Indians some fake contracts and got them to work. And the Indians came with the curry dishes. That's how you get the Caribbean combo. Chicken. A marvelous blend of cultures spanning the world. A tasty ejaculate of the global working force. And when it comes to French fries, you have to understand that art used to be a rich person's game. It's only in the second half of the 19th siècle that the French used their colonies to produce peanut oil for the masses. Yes. After that, fries quickly became the food of the proletariat. A little oily crunchiness for the day.
Captain Columbus visited the Caribbean sometime around the second half of the 19th century. But then, the British had already abolished slavery, which came with some complications. Who was going to work the plantations? So the British thought, let's just invite our friends from India. Yes, and so they did. Gave the Indians some fake contracts and got them to work. And the Indians came with the carry dishes. That's how you get the Caribbean chicken. A marvelous blend of cultures spanning the world. A tasty ejaculate of the global workforce. And when it comes to French fries, you have to understand that oil used to be a rich person's game. It's only in the second half of the 19e siècle that the French used their colonies to produce peanut oil for the masses. Yes. After that, fries quickly became the food of the proletariat. A little oily crunchiness for the neighborhood.
Oh, look at me, you made it. Is it awesome? If so, please subscribe and give me a 5-star review. I sense that you're thirsty for time traveling now again. The Neanderthals weren't enough? Do you need more Middle Ages? Kings and queens and little pigeon boys? Okay, then follow me to the dark. Did you just eat that? Didn't it tell you never to eat food from the past? You can watch how they cook, get that recipe, but never eat it. I guess maybe I didn't tell you. I mean, this is a simulation, but the way these things work is that we extract data from the past and... Who am I kidding? You wouldn't understand. What's happening? You broke it? You totally broke it?
Coffee. Who doesn't love some good long cup of that dark juicy sludge? When the dogs brought that sexy concoction to Europe, not only did it produce what's called a great awakening, pumping some caffeinated thirst for discovery into the dried veins of the good people of the old world, it also allowed us to get filthy rich. Yes. But at all those coffee plantations, there would be no time traveling today, because progress is not cheap. And what about those granola? What about them? Did you know that back in the 19th century, they didn't just want to make a good syrup out, no. They were aiming to create a new food for a new superhuman being. Healthy, strong, vegetarian, and pure. A new man with the strength to conquer it all.
You have to restart the simulation, reboot the whole thing. You see, the problem with food is that it contains, we call them tasty rays. I guess you might call them ghosts or something, but we specialists, we call them tasty rays. Look at them. All the tasty rays have been unleashed. What have we done? The time traveler is supposed to go back in time, steal some recipes, and bring them back. Then you can do what you want with them. Open a franchise or whatever. But you do not eat them on sight. Anyway, restart that simulation quickly now. There must be a switch somewhere. Go! All those tasty rays wandering about. They're probably pissed off about all those recipes we stole from them. But we are from the present. We can do what we want with the past. It has already happened.